Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Mothman Diecast Racing in the TNT Speedway. Today's race is the July 2026 Red, White, and Blue race. And off to the races we go. First up, Little JCT, Lane 2, Lane 1, Ryder Lee. Ryder Lee taking on the first one. Lane swap, Ryder Lee, Lane 2, Lil JCT, Lane 1. Ryder Lee taking it down and moving on. Up next, Lane 2, Jim Smitty, Lane 1, Atuus. Jim Smitty taking the first one. Lane swap, we have Atuus, Lane 2, Jim Smitty, Lane 1. Jim Smitty moving on. Up next, we have Alicio, Lane 2, Saucin, Lane 1. Alicio taking down the first one. Lane swap, Saucin Lane 2, Alicio Lane 1. Alicio with the win and moving on. And last up, the battle of the big boys. We have a newcomer, Glitch's Garage. And then we have Don Juan in Lane 1, Glitch's Garage in Lane 2. Here we go. We're going to try that again. Don Juan a little bit front heavy. Same lanes. Don Juan taking the first one. Lane swap. Don Juan Lane 2. Glitch Garage Lane 1. Don Juan taking it down and moving on. I'll be sending you a bill on that Jeep. All right, with the first round down, let's see who moved on. We've got Ryder Lee, Jim Smitty, Alicio, Don Juan. First race of the second round. Lane 2, Ryder Lee. Lane 1, Jim Smitty. Jim Smitty taking the first one. Lane swap, Jim Smitty Lane 2, Ryder Lee Lane 1. Jim Smitty taking it down and moving on. Alrighty, last up, we have Alicio Lane 2, Don Juan Lane 1. Alicio with the first win. Lane swap, Don Juan Lane 2, Alicio Lane 1. Alicio with a commanding lead. Moving on. Here we are. These are your final two. Jim Smitty and Alicio. Good luck, gentlemen. For the final race, we have Jim Smitty Lane 2, Alicio Lane 1. Jim Smitty with the first win. Lane swap. Alicio Lane 2, Jim Smitty Lane 1. Good luck. Jim Smitty taking it down, and congratulations on that win. There you have it. Jim Smitty for the win on the drag strip. Congratulations, Jim. There you have it, everyone. Tonight's winner on the drag strip, Jim Smitty. Beautiful car, great times, congratulations. Moving on to the next track. First up, we have Lil JCT, Lane 2, Ryder Lee, Lane 1. Good luck, everyone. Nice clean race. Ryder Lee taking the first one. Ryder Lee taking it down Mater style. Moving on. Next up, lane 2, Jim Smitty. Lane 1, Atuis. Jim Smitty taking the first one. Atuis, what happened, my guy? Jim Smitty taking it down and moving on. Next up, Saucin lane 2, Alicio lane 1. Alicio taking the first one. Saucin with the bully move. Saucin taking the down, but with the winning time, Alicio moving on. Final race of the first bracket. Glitch Garage, lane 2, Don Juan, lane 1. Double crash out. Lane swap. Lane 2, Don Juan. Lane 1, Glitch Garage. Winner of this race takes it all. Don Juan with the nose plant. Glitch Garage with a full rollback. Just take it to the top and try it one more time. Lane swap again, back to the original lanes. Glitch, lane 2, Don Juan, lane 1. We just need one clean race, guys. Let's try it again. Final chance, gentlemen. We need one winner. Let's try it again. With no winner, it looks like Alicio's going to have an uncontested move on. With the first round done, unfortunately Don Juan and Glitch's Garage just could not make it around that corner. Sorry about that, guys. I don't think they were fast enough. But moving on to the next round, let's see who we got. Ryder Lee, Jim Smitty, Alicio. Up first, lane 2, Jim Smitty. Lane 1, Ryder Lee. Jimmy, what happened? Ryder Lee taking the first one. That was a bad start. We're going to try it one more time. With a come from behind pass, Ryder Lee moving on. And for our finals, we have Ryder Lee and Alicio. Good luck, gentlemen. First race, we have Alicio lane 2, Ryder Lee lane 1. Ryder Lee, what happened? Got to stay on the track. Alicio with the first win. Here we go. Last up, we've got Ryder Lee lane 2, Alicio lane 1. Can Ryder Lee make a comeback? Let's see. Bad start. Let's try it again. Here we go. Same lane. Ryder Lee lane 2, Alicio lane 1. Alicio falling off the track. Ryder Lee almost took it. Just couldn't keep it on the gas. Trying to do some fancy tricks. There you go. Your winner, Alicio, the only one finishing. Congratulations, Alicio. Congratulations to our 2 winners, Alicio on the down and back, and Jim Smitty on the drag. Thank you for everybody's participation. We hope to see you next month. Thanks again, everyone.